Welcome back to my channel, and yes, I started off with a Bible verse because every time Miss Barz opens her mouth to say something, blows my mind. A few weeks ago, she did a video titled Warning Signs Queen Naija Didn't Notice. You, Miss Barz, are the biggest warning sign. Guys, take a listen to this.
Jesus was a dun dun dun. Y'all ready for this? I don't know if y'all ready for this. Jesus was a magician. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I was doing some research on black magic, right? Niggas walking. David Blaine. Just look up some of the most famous magicians, and y'all going to see that they do the same shit Jesus was doing. Now, they're going to tell you, people going to come behind him, and they're going to try to copy, da-da-da. Yeah, because y'all all magicians. You got people turning water to wine. You got niggas walking on water. Of course, they're being assisted by a demon. Now,
Miss Barz, nature boy taught you well. Now let's get into the clip she altered.
I remember the very first time we did show with Queen. I don't know if we told you the story where she tried to lean back in the bathroom and it's like a ghost pulled her by her hair.
Miss Barz definitely came through with the Queen is Doomed storyline, just like she did when she contributed to the book of never mind, guys.
Basically from the beginning, Queen was just always so genuine. Like from the very beginning, like she wanted to see us win, and she was so genuine. And you could tell she had a little crush on Clarence. You feel me? You could tell. Y'all could tell from the lives, from the little likes and all of that. You could tell. But like, you never know like how a person really is. Still, you can't just judge a book by its cover. Like, yeah, Queen looked dope from far away, but like when she came, it was like, wow, you really so humble. Like, I remember the very first time we did show with Queen. I don't know if we told you the story where she tried to lean back in the bathroom and it's like a ghost pulled her by her hair. But like, just on that day, like her humble.
I also wonder why you didn't mention all the positive things Maud was saying about Queen, how humble she was, how helpful she was to them, how they had such good vibes. You should have mentioned this too. But like I said, in character of Miss Barz, you had to post what you thought would have a shock factor, but leave out all the positive things. Now, Miss Barz, I also do my research. And guys, the pulling of hair by a ghost could mean so many things. In Queen's case, it could symbolize prominence and distinction. Another thing it could symbolize is a transitional phase, which we all know at that time she was going through. So Miss Barz, stop it. So Miss Barz then goes on to post an album cover that Queen had done, and it had the smoke treatment. And of course, we know Miss Barz, she will always link Queen to something negative and something evil and something demonic, because she feels that Queen is being taken over by these forces. So, of course, she had her audience, overthinking because of the smoke treatment, and some of them could see a face, some of them could see all sorts of wild things. I've seen this treatment on so many other album covers. I've seen it on so many other pictures. Miss Barz, you are fighting for your life on your end. Why don't you just let this young woman live her life and fight her own battles and figure her own life out? And then another thing Miss Barz went on to do, she went on to talk about demons latching themselves onto, of course, different people in the music industry. So when you were a battle rapper, Miss Barz, or tried to be one, which demon latched onto you? Tell us, let us know. And then you go on to post an innocent picture of Clarence and his sister Lee, because of course, Miss Barz, knowing the person you are, you had to post this picture. You had to imply that Lee knew about these this sort of demonic forces, or this evil spirit that latches onto music artists. It was such a sweet picture, and Lee was just talking about how Clarence was so attached to her when he was a kid. But you had to take the beauty out of this picture and use it for your own evil purposes, Miss Barz. You really have got to stop it. Miss Barz then goes on to play a kid's song, which, she says is Lee's theme song. Miss Barz, I have several theme songs I could make for you, but I'll just keep it cute. Anyway, she goes on to say that the reason Queen is not where she should be is because she's not made the necessary major sacrifices. Okay, Miss Barz continues on to say that maybe she made a minor sacrifice by dividing her family, and this was right before the BET award. So basically this would have been her reward, but then Miss Barz notes that Queen messed that up. So probably implying that this is why Queen wasn't able to perform. Miss Barz, I get so tired of you, but I just have to point out that all the things you say are trash, Miss Barz. You, Miss Barz, are pushing down your school of thought. You are trying to tear people down who've done nothing to you. But anyway, guys, so then, of course, she says that Queen will have to make up for this by making bigger sacrifices.
Potato, small 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 potato.
So, Miss Barz, I ask you once again, what sacrifices did you make to be a battle rapper? Oh, I forgot. A failed battle rapper. So I guess you didn't make enough sacrifices to get to where you wanted to be. Like I said, guys, it blows my mind that her audience actually buys into what this woman is talking about. You're using Queen and Clarence as a social experiment when you could simply be using your own life and your own experiences. And I'll let you know, Miss Barz, families do fight. We've seen it all the time. I look over at Sarati, and they're going through something similar. There's so many families, especially when one person makes it, and the rest of the family or, friends feel like they were left behind, and they feel like, they need to get more, or they feel entitled. And the person who's made it says, look here, I worked hard for this, So this is not uncommon, but you want to pick at Queen to make it seem like it's a thing with her. All these things are only affecting Queen. Why don't you let us know some of the things that have affected you or are affecting you for you to turn to Nature Boy's school of thought? Miss Barz then goes on to imply that Queen is still struggling with some forces in the music industry, these forces that Miss Barz has so kindly imposed upon Queen. Miss Barz then takes a scene where Queen is sitting around with her friends, and they're just talking and just asking each other questions and just sharing. And she makes it seem so negative. So Queen is actually asked a question where she's asked where or how she feels the industry has affected her music voice in relation to God, because when she started off, the person knew that she was struggling with this. And then, of course, Miss Barz has to be very dramatic, and she adds a clip where Queen says she is or she feels a lot of spiritual stuff happening to her. Now, guys, spiritual stuff happening to you, if positive and if of God, is not a bad thing, Miss Barz. But I know the kind of spirits you're talking about, Miss Barz. Please don't impose them on Queen.
Yes, let's go. I gotta go, and I think your fans are like. All right, so how do you think the industry has affected your music voice in relation to God? Because I feel like when you first came in, it used to be like more of a fight for you, but I feel like now as an artist, you're more free with your pen.
A lot of spiritual stuff happening to me, and I feel like God is trying to get my
And then, of course, Miss Barz had to point out someone asking if this is an interview. That is completely innocent, Miss Barz, and switches over to Queen answering the question, where Queen says that she does feel conflicted. Even now, she feels conflicted. And I feel a lot of people in the music industry are raised in the church. They grow up singing gospel music and they grow up singing in the church choir. And then as they grow older, they branch off into different things. This is not a bad thing. You know, Queen can simply decide to either stay with R&B, she can decide to go mainstream gospel, or she can decide to do both. This is not a bad thing, guys. If Queen really knows where her heart is, where her mind is, it's not a bad thing. Miss Barz, stop making this so negative.
in relation to God.
Not, like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, is this an interview?
Right! That wasn't even a honestly, sometimes I still feel, like I feel a little convicted. I feel like I shouldn't be doing it because of my upbringing.
Miss Barz then goes on to say or point out that Queen was raised in the church. Yes, she was raised in the church, and like I said, it's not a bad thing to be raised in the church and to decide to sing R&B. You know, it's not a bad thing. Queen has to learn. She has to make up her mind. That is her life, Miss Barz, not your life for you to dictate and sort of determine what and where Queen should be singing or what she should be singing. Miss Barz, you worry about your life. You worry about your 2 kids. Let her worry about her life and her kids and her family. And then you go on to say that Queen serves a particular God. No, it's not a particular God. Queen serves God, Miss Barz. Now, whatever you're serving, keep it on your end. Let her serve her God.
And I was raised.
Worship me. Like, yo, that shit was incredible, okay? On some incredible shit. I'm reading and I'm taking heed. And when I get messages from the universe, I listen. So when that shit be like, you got it, you got it, you got it. That's right, you right, you right. I runs with that, okay? So yeah, you know, I may have, you know, put on a few special people tonight, and then some of them gonna feel some way. Oh, I love my Jesus, even though I can't see him, touch him, feel him, or ask him a question, because you're not supposed to question God. So I'm still gonna worship this imaginary friend in the sky. Do you? If that's what makes you happy here on this earth, do you. But it makes me happy to know the truth. And I said, I gotta let the people know this shit. This is crazy. Jesus was a motherfucking magician. God damn. He was into black magic.
Wow. There'll be a part 2 to this, guys, because there's a lot of things she included in her video that I still want to talk about. But listen, Miss Barz latching herself onto Queen is not just a coincidence, guys. It's for a bigger purpose. She knew exactly what she's doing. And I just want you guys to be careful what you listen to, who you follow, and what their real message is. See you in my next video.